Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is of course SubZeroExtabyte, and today I am back with another video, like always of course. But today is of course also going to be another special video. I just woke up from a dream and I was like, you know what I could do today? I could go and teach the kids some new tricks for the Minecraft today. Yeah, that was my exact thought when waking up like an hour ago. So after I downed some breakfast, it was time to get started, and now I have got enough strength to be building this big sandy tower while I am talking to you guys. And if that is not just amazing, then I do not know what amazing is. So what I am going to be teaching you guys today is actually very simple. I am going to show you guys some tips and tricks in Minecraft, and of course maybe you already knew some of these, and maybe you did not, but I am going to show them to you guys anyways. So the first thing, you are going to be like, well Sub, what is going on with all of the sand? Well you guys, that is pretty awesome, because apparently like rock paper scissors, well in this case torch beats sand. As you can see, it is pretty cool, and after some time this whole freaking thing will have come all the way down, and I could not be more excited for this right now. I mean, for some reason I am just ready to teach you guys some new stuff so that I can finally be of some use in your lives. I know that sounds weird, but let me just have this moment so that I can actually feel like I am accomplishing something for a change, which actually feels kind of new to me, but it also feels good, so I am just going to be going with that, and I will continue doing this for the rest of the day, or the rest of the video, whichever ends first. Now this was of course just one trick of many that I have got planned out for you guys today. So the next tip and trick that will be coming up will be the fact that you are able to go through a block with a mine cart. And now before you start yelling and rioting and stuff, this is actually true. No, it is not some Harry Potter type of magic or anything like that. This right here is just some honest work that I am putting together for you guys just because I care about you, and I want you guys to be able to enjoy Minecraft to its fullest potential, and I want you guys to be reaching your full potential. Of course in Minecraft, but also outside of Minecraft, because I just want my viewers and fans to succeed in whatever they are doing. And by they I of course mean you. But let's get back to business before we wander off too much. So while I am building this little testing platform right here, I will tell you what will happen. I will get in the cart and ride into that block, and I will just pass through just like this. Oh wait, never mind. I think I had a little technical malfunction right there. Luckily for me I can just edit this out, and that is of course what I am going to be doing. Otherwise everyone would be able to see the great SubZeroExtabyte fail just like that. That would be a kind of a stupid thing to do, but it would be the right thing to do. I mean, at least I feel like that would be the right thing to do. Now let me show you guys how this works, and I am promising you guys that I'm not using any editing here. Oh my god, I just fell. Well, at least I can fly right now, which is a good thing right now. But I am telling you guys that I'm not spoofing the video or that I am editing any cool effects in. No, this is all pure vanilla Minecraft, and it is the best thing ever. So you can just build like this really small railroad shaft down in your mine, and you would be able to just cruise through it like nothing had ever happened, which sounds pretty awesome to me. I mean, it would be kind of a cool idea, right? But hey, who am I? But okay, let me just move on, because this right here is pretty amazing. So I am laying out some test runs right here. But the urban legend or myth or whatever goes as follows: when you place a block of sand underneath of soul sand, you will actually go even slower. Well, the short answer will be, yeah, that is true. But of course you guys are not going to be taking yes for an answer, because I am SubZeroExtabyte and I have got a bad history of bamboozling people. So like the scientist I am, and because I am a firm believer of the scientific method, we are going to be testing this, which is kind of cool if you ask me. I always was a fan of the practical tests that you had to do in your chemistry and physics class. But again, that might not be something that you are interested in. At least I do hope that you guys are interested in all of these tips and tricks, because I have actually got a lot more of them up my sleeve, and I will be showing all of them. And it would be rather a fail if no one would actually want this. So please like the video if you think that this video was in any way, shape or form helpful. That way you can actually show me that you think that my videos are good and worth watching. So just to get that out there, I hope that you all can learn something today and can enjoy this and have yourselves a great freaking time with SubZero the Science Hero. That is actually quite a cool name if you ask me. I actually came up with that name on the spot. I might become a freestyle rapper soon if all of this is just going to continue, because sometimes I actually think that I have a mad flow in my videos, but again that might just be me being silly. Oh my god, I was so caught up in rapping that I totally forgot that the redstone actually is able to go underneath of a slab and not underneath a full-sized block. But that will bring us to the next thing, which will consist of me trying to do some more science stuff. Come on, by the way. I mean, that is the reason why SubZero the Science Hero is like 10 times worse than Bill Nye the Science Guy. I mean, no one can top Bill Nye the Science Guy, but at least I can give this thing a shot, right? I mean, as long as I do not end up hurting or killing someone in the process, then I think that we are all good on my end, and it will all be okay, Jose. But okay, next thing that we are testing with all of these pressure plates. This could be kind of useful when building like a really fancy house or something like that. But as you can see, the water and lava are actually able to just float in between of the pressure plates without moving and breaking out. I am not sure if this is just a bug or something like that, but at least it actually is kind of cool to see, and actually it is kind of cool to fool around with right now. But of course everything that goes up must one day come down, so I am just going to tear it all down right now, and we should be able to continue on to the next thing on the little short list that I made. And if I am not wrong, we are going to be lighting a lot of things on fire right now with a lot of random materials. I mean, there is nothing that goes above some good old burning of stuff. That is just the most relaxing thing to do when you are under the right supervision of an adult, of course. So please, kids, do not go around and burn down your own house. Just do this in Minecraft. But still, when you are in Minecraft, make sure that you still do not end up burning down your own house, because that would be considered a really bad thing to do right now. So now, of course, this will not help you light up the jungle near your house, but it will help you out when you need to cook some stuff really quick and you do not have any coal. So you know, that is just something that will be easy when you are out of coal and you really cannot get to it right away. Now of course you will have to note, and I think that you can see this right away, that you will not get the same amount of melts out of a block of wood as you would get out of some coal, because you know, coal is actually a pretty decent kind of fuel and wood just is not. But I am not going to go too much into detail about that. At least now you know that once you are in a pickle of a situation, you will have to go for one of these options once you are out of coal. So once you run out of coal in a dire moment, well, let's just say that you are not totally fooled at that moment. Okay, now next up will be this right here. Once you throw your items in lava or against a cactus, it will get destroyed, and I mean like forever. Beyond repair, you will never see that item again. Now of course when it comes to lava, that all seems pretty normal and legit, right? But do not get fooled by these green needle plants, because they will also get you looking for your stuff while it just destroys all of it. But then again, just do not go around throwing your items into random objects. Then you will never have this problem in the first place. But that is just something that will be able to keep your mind occupied when you have got nothing to do but listen Deja Entendu. And if you still have not listened to that, then shame on you for not listening to me and my music. Okay, but I noticed that I am drifting off into my own Neverland again for some reason. But alright, so next up is a little bit of potion brewing with SubZeroExtabyte. So here is where SubZero the Science Hero really comes into play ball. And this is just to show you that once you mix the night vision potion and the underwater breathing potion, then you will also be able to see clear underwater, which can come in handy when you are looking for that underwater temple out in the vast ocean. So good luck with finding that. Haha, I noticed that I am doing this quite a lot recently, and I wonder why. I guess that my mind is just not as sharp as it used to be, but that is alright. I mean, it is not like you guys care if I talk about this or that. As long as I am able to entertain you guys, it is all fine by me, to be honest. But just tell me if you think that it is annoying when my mind drifts off into the void of space, because then I will try and do something about it. But if you do not mind, then I will just let my mind drift off into space like I always do. Oh my god, now I am doing it again when I am even talking about it. My god, there is something really wrong with me. But alright, so next up will be the fact that you can actually hurt blazes with snowballs. I know that it sounds weird and it might be kind of sketchy, but I will be showing you soon. So you can actually just kill a blaze with some snowballs, but it is going to take quite a hefty amount of snowballs to actually do the trick. But of course this could be coming in handy once you are out of arrows or you are out of resources to make arrows, but you still want to get those cool blaze rods. Well, this is one way to go about it. I mean, it might not be the safest route to take, but it is better than having no defense or attack at all. I mean, who does not love a good snowball fight in the Nether? That is like the best place to have a snowball fight. You can just throw with snowballs, but you will never get cold because you are basically burning. But that is not something that we want to talk about right now, is it? So let's just continue on right here before weird things start happening. You know that I actually really do not like all of the mobs in the Nether and such. I mean, just mobs in general really creep me out. I mean, sometimes I can actually get really scared in Minecraft, and I'm not trying to sound like a wooz, but it is just the honest and straight truth, you guys. Your boy SubZeroExtabyte, aka SubZero the Science Hero, can actually be a sissy from time to time, but at least you guys still love me for that. So now that we are actually back out of the Nether, let me just show you the next thing up on my list, which will be involving a freaking buttload of cobwebs. But even though this might get sticky, we can always just wash this away with some plain water, and that is what the next tip or trick will consist of. Water can actually just destroy cobwebs like they have never even been there. I know that it sounds weird, but it is the truth. I mean, come on you guys, you know that I do not say anything but the truth on this channel. I mean, all of these things are all based on actual science that I have done to prove this. And to make matters even better, I am actually showing you guys all of my theories and stuff so that you can see that I'm not just some crazy guy who is talking mad crazy things on YouTube. Okay, I might be a little crazy, but I feel like you have to have some type of craziness in your life to be able to fully enjoy the life that you are living in the first place. So okay, this next thing right here might be looking a little out of the box, but that is a good thing right now, because you can actually just stack these floor mats or carpets or whatever onto each other. I mean, what do you want more in life than this? You could be like the upgraded version of Aladdin. I mean, this is just cool. You could actually just be Aladdin on steroids, and I am not even kidding right now. But of course, this does not mean that this is very functional. I mean, that is not the reason why I am showing all of these things. I am just showing all of this so that you guys can actually see what is going on right here, and so that you guys can see that all of this is totally legit, and this is actually something that you can do. Now, if you should do this, well, that is all up to you. But at least now you know that you can do this, and to me that is something that is worth a lot right now. But again, that might just be me, and it is not like I use these tips and tricks on a daily basis, but at least now you know some more stuff, and you can like be a smarty pants and impress your friends and things like that. I mean, that is pretty cool, right? Oh, and yeah, there are actually some subtitles in this game, and I know that this might sound like really crazy, but it is true. But you will have to go look and see if you can find any sounds that will create some subtitles, because it actually can be quite hard to do. But that is just a matter of looking into the right places at the right times, I guess. But now that we actually have got all of that behind us, we can move on to the next thing on our list, which will actually also be our last thing on our list. And this is going to rock your freaking socks off. And if you are not wearing any socks, then it will be rocking your socks on, and then it will be rocking your socks off. And this is that there are more items that are able to break sand. So the first thing on our little tips and tricks short list was the fact that torches are able to kill and destroy blocks of sand. Well, there are some other things that are actually capable of doing that as well, but you will just have to find the right stuff that will actually do the trick. But of course, you can see here which stuff is able to break some sand blocks right into like 1,000 pieces. No, actually it just breaks it into one cube-sized square piece thing that you can easily stack in your backpack. Not that you actually have a backpack or anything like that, even though it might actually be kind of a cool idea to add backpacks to this game, but I guess the beggars cannot be choosers, you know. But to be honest, it is not that much of a usable thing to use, I guess you would say it. But like I said before, these are just some things and tips and tricks that you can use to show off to your friends and all that stuff, so just do with all of this whatever you will. And like I said, please leave a like if you have enjoyed all of this, and let me know what your thoughts are on this video in the comments down below. That way I can kind of survey if you guys actually like my videos, or that you all are just a bunch of haters. LOL. That was just some kidding around. You guys know I love to make some jokes here and there, and that is exactly the reason why I had to make that you are all haters joke, because what would a SubZeroExtabyte video be without a good hater joke, right? I mean, I thought about like 1,000 jokes, but the only one that stood out to me was the haters one. Don't worry, once again, I know you are not haters. That's why I am happy like 24/7. I'm not kidding. Would kind of be the end of this video, and I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this little spoof of a video right here. Now go out and impress your friends with all of these things and let me know what they thought about this. Now of course this will not be the last that you will be seeing of me, because I never sleep and I always am able to post more videos. But for now I will see you in the next video, and I hope that you have a very merry nice day today. See you later guys.